In 2023, we bought 10 acres in northern Wisconsin.
Mads, where are we heading?
To land.
We bought an 8x20 skid steer trailer, and we spent the winter working on the tiny cabin. I wish we would have recorded more, but it was kind of a build as you go, and we really didn't have a plan. It all worked out in the end, and the tiny cabin turned out perfect. Sure enough, spring had came, and it was time to start working the land. There was plenty of trees to cut down, stumps to pull, and brush piles to build. This seemed like a never-ending task, but before we knew it, it was time to order sand and gravel for the driveway.
So where I am standing basically right now, we're gonna have our tiny cabin here.
This day was a special one for me. Ever since I was a little kid, I've always wanted to build something on my own. And today, it finally felt like it was happening. Camp was ready, the tiny cabin was ready, and I was ready to start building the deck. The deck build was also a very special time for me. I got to work with some of the guys that taught me how to build this kind of stuff. That summer through fall, we built an outhouse. We got a new puppy named Dottie. What a sweet girl she is. And we finished the woodshed. With them 3 jobs done, we were ready to enjoy camp. And enjoy we did. First order of business was to get a fire going. It wasn't going to be very warm that day, a high of 13. Inside the cabin only read low. Mom and Maddie worked on a fire. Dad and Dottie the bird dog worked on getting the bird feeders filled up. We've enjoyed feeding the birds over the winter time. It's actually really enjoyable. Over the years I've become more of a birder, and it's fun to watch how many different animals come through, especially in the cold months when food is scarce and they're hungry. This is our first year feeding the birds through the winter, and for whatever reason, I believe we have an eruption of purple finches. There's hundreds of them at the feeders. I don't ever remember seeing that many.
Go ahead.
Firewood has always been a favorite pastime of mine. I grew up burning firewood. It must be something in them past years that stuck with me, because any chance I get to cut, process, season, or burn firewood, I take. It don't take a whole lot of firewood to get the cabin nice and toasty, even on the colder days. We run a Yodel 602 wood stove, and it heats our 8x20, 160 square foot cabin perfectly. The front wall of the cabin stands 13 feet, and the back wall stands 10.5. This is a semi-off-grid cabin. We do have electric, but no water. The cabin is considered a dry cabin. We either bring our water with us, or stop by a local spring to fill water jugs.
There you go.
Oh, now it's stuck.
Okay, I'll help you.
No.
It's getting heavy.
The shower is a 2x3, a little tight, but does the trick. After the sauna is complete, we will remodel and make this space into more of a dining area. The loft is an 8x8 with a 6-foot by 2-foot picture window. It fits a king-size bed and is very comfortable with sleeping, as long as the person in charge of the wood stove isn't getting carried away. The woodshed is an 8x8. The front wall is 8 foot and the back wall is 6 foot. We figure we can get around 6 face cords stored away with a walkway down the center. The outhouse is a 6x8 and it's fit for a king. With a fire crackling and a pizza cooking, it's time to call it a day. Thanks for watching, guys. See you on the next one.